Did you really think you could just walk off with that? I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. Well, speaking of news, some folks are convinced David Barron, you know, the SSN anchor, is some sort of Freestar sympathizer. No offense. Are you sure that's a good idea? Because if I'm being honest, right here in this moment, it sounds like kind of a terrible idea. Yeah? Okay, that's actually kind of encouraging. That's the pitch anyway. It should be very clear by this point, I'm not quitting. And I'm not ahead. Not yet. That work for you, new guy? Anybody stuck living in the well? It almost certainly isn't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. You might want to look for her at Kay's place. Either she's there, or Kay and Teresa will know where to find her. And thanks. So I would like someone to help me get it. I was hoping you might be that someone. So, what do you say? If I was rich, this whole business venture thing would be so much easier. Ooh, yeah. About that. Very clever of you. Your parents must be so proud. I mean, doing something about this won't exactly be on the straight and narrow, will it? What? Are you kidding me right now? I'm afraid I don't. Haven't seen him in a few months. Kind of forgot about him, to be honest. But you certainly haven't. Hey there, new guy. As our numbers increased, we began focusing on humanitarian efforts and showing what humanity can achieve when we work together.
I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks, but that was just too much.
I am not sure that is the ringing endorsement you seem to think it is. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. I do indeed remember Ben. As clearly do you. That's a nice offer and all, but I kind of want to keep this proprietary. Secret, even. No offense.
Sure thing. What would you like?
Oh my gosh, did that really just come out of my mouth? Who even am I? Oh, really? Well, we won't know if he's interested unless we ask. And by we, I mean someone in this conversation who is not me. Here's the situation. Opportunity is staring me in the face right now, and I don't want to blink. Yep. Okay. Message received. Loud and clear. Again. What do you think you're doing? Yes. What with all these extra credits cluttering up the place, why didn't I think of that? First, thanks so much for your unwavering support. Second, in fact, you cannot buy it, because I don't have everything I need for the recipe. Make sure you stop by often, okay? So, I am willing to concede that I need some external help here. Investors. Know anyone who's rich and likes taking chances? Yeah, you're right. Thanks. Put that back! I can wait the 18 months until they release it. Probably. It'll be fine. Just, if you change your mind, let me know, okay?
Did you know it's been 3 months since anyone has seen the Varun ambassador? Not like anyone's complaining, but still, it's weird.
So did she find the place? Are we set? And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. I was being serious. If you know Walter Stroud, that's a chance we shouldn't pass up. Bit of a slow news day around here. It'll take us a little while before the credits start rolling in, but they will. And some of them will roll your way. Meantime, you're always welcome here. Oh my gosh, you will? Really? Oh, okay. I hope that's not something we're going to have to worry about regularly. I suppose I can budget for it going forward. Okay, I'll have to have a conversation with her. Nobody was supposed to be injured in this process.
Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad.
I can't wait to get my hands on that missing ingredient. Well, I guess you have to get your hands on it first. Help! Murder! I've got some people to talk to, and a trip to Galbank in my future. Thank you again so much. Wow. Okay. Do we, conspire now or something? I don't really know how criminal activity works. Tell you what, as a hometown boy, I'll give you one on the house. Ugh, gross.
Anybody stuck living in the well almost certainly ain't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad.
But you know what that takes? Credits. Lots of them. More than I have. Well, seems like you're more likely to spot them before I do. But should our paths cross, I will put in a good word for you. Sure thing. What can I get you? That work for you, new girl? You, with me on this? Wait, what? Benjamin Bayou? The neon guy? The Aurora guy? Are you serious? I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as their new slogan. You ever have one of those days where it feels like nothing is going right? Stop by anytime you'd like to catch up. Ooh, just like that. Ouch. I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't. I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Valroon embassy torn down. Yes, absolutely. Of course. No pressure here. You just take your time, come to your own conclusions, and I will respect your decision either way.
You're in the right place.
Yeah, this is hardly a life or death situation. Some light breaking and entering at worst. Right? Can I get you something? I am having one of those lives. If he does, we are that much closer. And if he doesn't, then we figure out a plan B. You really do love your jokes. It's not greedy. It's practical. Hey, you! Business is good, and you deserve to see some of the profits. Here you go. So, you know Walter Stroud, yeah? You both are in that Constellation organization, but I need what I paid for in order to finish the recipe, or at least figure out whether it'll finish the recipe. Help! Someone's being attacked! If I put this all in the hands of a single investor, whoever that is suddenly has a lot of influence. Pickpocket! Stop! Go ahead and make yourself comfortable, new girl.
Don't know if it qualifies as interesting, but I hear folks at the Sanctum Universum petition the Colonial Council again.
That was a nightmare. Oh, come on. You know I like your company. If I didn't, security office is right across the way. They could be here in no time. Know what I'm saying? If I can get some buy-in on this venture, it will really take off. Oh, that's part of the plan for sure. It just can't be the whole plan. I sure am. And you're about to tell me you're going to help, right? Right? And it's really not a great metaphor, but you get what I'm saying. I could really use your help if you change your mind. I'll take that, thank you.
They want aid sent out to the Serpentis system, help whatever medical emergency is going on with House Varun.
The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. Hey there. Quiet! You're going to get its attention. Sorry, snark isn't helpful. This stuff was pricey to get a hold of the first time. Anyway, that's the sort of high-stakes stuff people talk up while waiting on a flight. So glad you asked, aren't you? I can tell. Okay, well, that is... It's not going to provide any direct help going forward, but, well, thanks. Someone do something! But maybe you're right. Definitely less likely to get hassled if he's backing me up. We started as an intellectual movement built around atheism. What do you think you're doing? Holler if you need something, okay? You really are the best, you know that? I know a few things, but not much. Space down in the well is cheaper. A lot cheaper. Much more within our means. At least for now. Okay, I'll take that into consideration. I hope this means you've got some good news. Not that this is criminal. I mean, certainly not. And that sounds a little rude. You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. But we can't celebrate just yet. We're going to need at least one more solid investor. Hey, had any productive interactions with UC Security lately? I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. None of those rocks you spend time digging up are going to keep you warm at night. I'm just looking out for you. Walter Stroud likes my idea. Well, sort of. Actually, did he say he liked it, or are we assuming? What are you doing? Oh, yeah. I absolutely should. But I'm not going to.
Anybody stuck living in the well almost certainly ain't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad.
Hey, I've got something for you. It's a little cut of the latest profits. Feels good to make some extra credits, doesn't it? What the... What? See you around. I know. I'm overreacting. Oh, believe me. I've been saving for a rainy day for as long as I can remember. It still won't be enough. And if you suddenly wake up extraordinarily wealthy one day, I would gladly take you up on it. Whew, all right. That's really fantastic news. I certainly hope not. This is a huge deal to me, but it's not worth either of us murdering over. And before you say anything, I am fully aware how shockingly overdramatic that actually is. I'm just tired of setbacks.
I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much.
I'm afraid there's not much in the moment I can do to really thank you for this, but I promise you it will pay off. Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything. Tell you what, as a hometown girl, I'll give you one on the house. As much fun as this is, I will eventually have another customer to deal with. Tell you what, as a fellow new Atlantean, I'll give you one on the house. Oh, thanks. One less thing to worry about, you know? I'm sure it's fine. Right? It's fine. Security says everything is safe now, but it's hard to shake what happened. Still, I've got a business to run. I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous. Galaxy-wide. I'm sure everything is fine. It would put me at ease, if nothing else. Look, I know how much you've gone out of your way to help me. You didn't need to do any of this. So, having Walter backing us is fantastic, but I'd feel much better if there was a third party involved. If you know anyone, now's the time to call in a favor. First of all, I can't even tell you how much I appreciate this. Whoa. This is really happening. I'm just saying. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable, new guy. And you have now outed yourself as someone who has clearly never attempted to jumpstart an interplanetary business venture. Oh my gosh, thank you. That is incredible news. We're halfway there. Another investor, and I'm set.
You know, there was a guy in here last week ranting that General Zhao ought to send the Marines into the well. Sure thing. What would you like?
But I want to go big. Large-scale production. Marketing, distribution. I don't care about the rest of the stuff. That's none of my business, and not at all the sort of thing I want to get involved in. Yeah, I suppose. Well, I guess we sure have the risk part covered, don't we? You are kidding, right? You certainly didn't need to invest in this yourself. I appreciate that you trust me that much. See, this only works if we both talk. Otherwise, I'm just giving a speech, and I hate public speaking. Before we say anything else, I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. I may have gotten ahead of myself. I can mix a mean drink, I could run this bar. But this is something totally new. I want to do it right.
You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Zhao ought to send the Marines down into the well.
Wow. Wow! This is so amazing! I knew it. I knew she was going to get herself into trouble. Ridiculous, if you ask me. Sure, they ran a couple of stories about Aquila City that weren't totally critical, but come on. Have you ever been? It's really not that bad. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis? If I have at least 2 investors to start, then one person isn't pulling all the strings, if any strings have to get pulled. Have I mentioned I'm not great with metaphors? Nope, sorry. Can't pull one over on me. I'm good with faces, and I don't recognize yours. Yep, okay. I'm sure she's busy too, which is why she hasn't come around. Or called. Or sent me a note. For a while. Well. Shame though, isn't it? That would have made things nice and tidy for me. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Were you not listening? Ugh, now you've ruined it.
They want aid sent out to the Serpentis system. Help whatever medical emergency is going on with House Varun.
I don't want to sound desperate, but any luck finding my cargo? New Atlanta security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh?
10 credits says the council shuts them down. Again. And really, can't say I blame them.
When I first heard about it, I thought it was a bit extreme, but really, would you want to move into that place? Me neither. And it's not like they're ever coming back. House Faroon, I mean? Well, at least not make nice and be all diplomatic. We all know how that went. You do? I mean, are you really serious about this? Lance, why does that sound familiar? Wait, is she the owner of Laredo? Like, the gun company?
Don't know if it qualifies as interesting, but I hear folks at the Sanctum Universum petition the Colonial Council again.
Ugh, fine. It's you and me. Well, and Walter. But I'm sure it'll all work out. It's just I'm so close to seeing this through, and I've wanted it for so long. And why can't I just get what I want without problems? Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you. Okay. I understand. I'm sure it's fine. And she'll show up any minute now anyway. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I guess I can wait. You are joking, right? Okay, and? Oh my god! Back on her feet? It's that bad? Hey! Give that back! Security is holding cargo. Perfectly legal cargo, mind you, that just so happened to be on a hauler that also contained some not-so-legal cargo.
I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks, but that was just too much.
I need more than just a great product, which clearly I have. Look what this is doing to me! I'm whining! I have never, ever been a whiner! Sasha still hasn't turned up, so yeah, I guess I do. I'm worried about her. Can you head down into the well and see if you can get a hold of her? Someone help me! None so regular as you, my good friend. Most of them have jobs.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Hey, give that back!
Did you know it's been 3 months since anyone's seen the Varun ambassador? Not like anyone's complaining, but still, it's weird.
Oh, yeah? All right, it'll be our own little rich people club. Well, and me. Still, though. But you're not wrong. This is pretty unexpected, I've got to tell you. I'm going to need an airtight contract. That is one hell of an opportunity. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much. Oh, I'm sure he could fund most of the business in New Atlantis, if he doesn't already. That's not the point. She was looking into a place down in the well, and I haven't seen her. I don't want to say I'm worried, but I'm a little worried. Oh, yeah? And yet here we are, only just meeting for the first time.
Lucky for you, that is literally my job. What can I get you?
That work for you, my new friend? I just want you to know that this is going to be a success. I've known it from the beginning, and I will be certain and share that success with you. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me. Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. Lucky for you, that is literally my job. What can I get you? Hey there, friend. I have to hand it to you. You really come through for me. Again. Remember when I said getting the ingredients was the difficult part? Yeah, about that.
Don't know if it qualifies as interesting, but I hear folks at the Sanctum Universum petition the Colonial Council again.
We do run mostly on donations. And as you might have guessed from the surroundings, we try and stretch those donations as far as we can. Yes, I'm still missing my ingredients. And yes, I am quite bitter. I need to get my hands on that cargo. All right, well, remember, opportunity is still staring, and I can't afford to blink, and so my eyes are really drying out here. Sasha said she'd heard about a space that had recently been vacated and was going to see if it fit our needs.
Did you know it's been 3 months since anyone has seen the Varun ambassador? Not like anyone's complaining, but still, it's weird.
Oh, is that a story? Hey, that isn't yours. Very clever.
Sorry, what? They want aid sent out to the Serpenta system. Help whatever medical emergency is going on with House Varun.
Catch you later. Oh boy, I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean? That is so trite. I'm tempted to kick you out and possibly ban you from this establishment.
Sorry, what?
Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff. Seriously? That would take forever.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
You've been around the city. You see how fancy and flashy things are. That comes with an equally flashy price tag. Help! I'm being attacked! Well, a person of your obvious charm and grace must have some connections to wealthy individuals in the settled systems. Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample. I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really? Thank you so much. Oh, did you? Well, I know who to go to next time I need to renew my liquor license. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable, newbie. So this is it. I've got everything I need. Wow, this can be huge. Galaxy-wide. I know it. Don't try that again. God, You have no idea what a relief this is. Hey there. What? Come on, no. I'm already uncomfortable with this whole thing. Don't go making jokes like that. Look, I will gladly take your credits if it means you and I can be partners on this. But I'm not trying to guilt you into it. On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks. But you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. Oh, no way. You really got it? Go team! I can only hope you are bringing up this deeply painful subject because you've had a change of heart, and now are considering some mild lawbreaking. Hey there, new girl. Still wouldn't mind the help, but I'm not about to beg. So you're of no use to me. But your friend, however?
You're in the right place. 10 credits as the council shuts them down. Again. And really, I can't say I blame them.
Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. Oh, I know you would. You're a good friend. Second, I have to be honest. I have absolutely no idea how to fix this. I don't want to die! You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I can't really get away from the bar here. Would you mind checking up on her? Is it actually over? Let's just say if I told you, you would really want the drink. So before you commit, I'm going to give you one last chance to back out. Okay? You're right. Neon and New Atlantis, two of the biggest markets in the settled systems. That's pretty huge.
Lucky for you, that is literally my job. What can I get you?
Well, that's what I'm here for. What'll it be? Sure, yes, I understand. Galaxy of opportunities for you and all that. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. Yeah, sure. Right. Okay. I totally get it. I can't even believe I suggested it. Let me know if there's anything I can get you. My friend Sasha, who you may or may not have seen hanging around, was working on securing a location for us to set up production on a larger scale. All right. Hyperbole aside, here's the situation. Okay, I just lost the ability to think for a moment there. Hang on, give me a second. Seriously, can you help me with this or not? Well, at the moment, it's what's not in it that's an issue right now. I don't have everything for the recipe. She always does. That's why I asked her to help me. Same reason I've asked you. I can count on you both to give it your all. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. That's mine! Give it back! I think you should chat him up, pitch him the idea, see if he'll bite.
You know, there was a guy in here last week ranting that General Zhao ought to send the Marines into the well.
Good to see you again. Can I get you something? The ways of New Atlantis security are inscrutable to mere mortals. They always appear busy, and yet somehow nothing ever seems to get done. You're in the right place. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound.
10 credits as the council shuts them down. Again. And really, can't say I'd blame them.
Shame spiral is the term that came to mind, but sure, that works. I'm hoping you can convince a few of them to invest in my little business venture here with the knowledge that they will definitely, absolutely get their credits back. And then some. You sure about this one? I don't know that guns and drinks are really the best match. Sarah Morgan! You know, I was just mentioning you to someone. We don't exactly pass around an offering plate if that's what you're asking. I foresee a lot of paperwork in my future, but for once, I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. I am once again leaning on you, my very, very good friend, and looking for some help. You can't possibly turn me down, right? I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies.